I'm Al Qaeda, and I am Amin al Zawahiri.
And I'm Landon, and I'm ISIS, and I'm Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
We will start with ISIS. Landon's group. We'll start with the Soviet invasion. What did your group think of this invasion?
We practically thought it was unfair. It wasn't their business to get involved in the Middle East
Why do you think it wasn't their business?
because they have no right to invade our country. They need to put their nose out of our business.
Well, why isn't it their right to stay out of your country? Like, come on, man.
Because it's not their country, and they shouldn't get involved with our problems.
Well, maybe it is their problem.
Well, then we can solve it on our own.
Alright. Next, we shall move to Persian Gulf War. What effects did your group have on the Persian Gulf War?
We thought Kuwait stole our oil, which is Iraq, and we need to repay the favor.
Why do you think they stole your oil? Why do you need to repay the favor?
Because Kuwait's oil production went way up the same year Iraq's went way down, and we thought they were illegally pumping oil out of our field. That's kind of a coincidence.
Well, do you have any proof of that?
No.
Well, then how can you just blame it on them?
Well, you can't. Same reason why you blame us for having the weapons of mass destruction.
Alright. Now we will move to fall of the Ottoman Empire. What do you think of the fall of the Ottoman Empire?
I would say it was unfair to divide up the land of the Ottoman Empire and split it between Britain and France. It's not theirs to divide up.
Why do you think it's not fair to divide it up?
Because it wasn't their land to divide up, it was part of the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, well, like nobody in the Ottoman Empire really wanted the land anymore.
Well, they didn't want to just give it to Britain and France. Britain had all this land, they didn't really need more territory.
But most of the people were rising up against the country.
Well, they still didn't want to give it to Britain and France.
Alright. Okay. Well, that's the end of this part. No.
Now, I ask him the questions. So, we start now with the Camp David Accords. What were the Camp David Accords?
Camp David Accords were the result of the 14 months of the diplomatic efforts by Egypt, Israel, and the United States that began after Jimmy Carter became president. It was like Jerusalem and yeah.
What were the diplomatic efforts by Egypt, Israel, and the United States?
It was like a treaty that was going on during the time.
Why were you unhappy with it?
I was mad about Jimmy Carter. I was hoping he was brought out of presidency in America like every other person because he was just dumb. Because he brought the U.S. into the war. He shouldn't get into the Middle East. It's not his problem. Like, come on, man.
Okay. How about the 2003 war in Iraq? What was the reason for U.S. to invade Iraq in 2003?
Because they thought we had weapons of mass destruction. But we actually didn't. They just accused us for having them.
What do you think about U.S. blaming Iraq for having weapons of mass destruction and invading Baghdad without authority?
I don't think it was right that the U.S. did that because they're just making us more hatred toward them and just making us hate them and making us want to start another war with them. Like, we don't want to, but yet they're trying to make us start another one. We're just trying to get out of that business.
Okay. The Iranian Revolution. Why did they overthrow Reza Shah Pahlavi from his dynasty?
They overthrew him because he was making trades with the U.S. and Ayatollah helped us overthrow him by saying stuff about him, which was true.
What's so bad about making trades with the U.S.?
we hate them. We're like enemies pretty much with the country because nobody likes America.
Why?
Because I don't know why. We just hate America so much.
Okay, why did you want Reza Shah Pahlavi back when he fled to the U.S.?
Because we all wanted to kill him. We wanted him to suffer to his death. We wanted to torture him until he gave up, and then we would kill him. Most people wanted him dead. Others wanted him free, but a lot of people really wanted him dead.
Why would you want him dead?
Because he was making trades with the U.S. and we don't freaking like them. You understand that?
Okay. How about the U.S. war in Afghanistan? What did you guys think of this war? Did you think highly of it because the U.S. was involved, because you guys hate the U.S.?
No, we hated it. It was in our country, and we did not want to start a war with them because we didn't have anything to do with them. Like, come on, get on, man.
Why did the U.S. want to dismantle Al-Qaeda and remove the Taliban?
They wanted to dismantle us because we are a terrorist group that have done many terrorist deeds in the past, like 9/11, and they wanted to find our leader, which is dead right now, or you guys think he is, which is Osama bin Laden.
Okay, that sums up this interview. It was nice talking with you, Al-Qaeda.